Have you ever met someone who just commands respect without even trying? They don't have to talk the loudest, show off, or demand attention. Yet the moment they walk into a room, people listen. People trust them. People admire them. Now think of the opposite, someone who's always bragging, making excuses, or tearing others down. No matter how much success they have, no matter how talented they are, something about them just doesn't feel right. Deep down, people don't truly respect them. So what's the difference? It's not just about what you do, it's about what you don't do. You can do great things and earn temporary respect, but if you avoid these 6 mistakes, people will respect you forever. 1. Don't break your word. Think about this. Imagine you have a friend who always promises big things. They'll help you move. They'll introduce you to the right people. They'll meet you at a certain time. But when the moment comes, they cancel last minute. They make excuses. They disappear. How do you feel about that person? Frustrated? Disappointed? Less likely to believe them next time? That's what happens when you break your word. Now think about someone in your life who always follows through. If they say they'll be there, they're there. If they commit to something, they don't need reminding. Over time, you come to trust them without question. That kind of reliability is rare, and it earns massive respect. Keeping your word isn't about perfection. It's about integrity. If you make a promise and can't keep it, own up to it. Communicate. Make it right. Because once you break trust, it's a long road to earning it back. 2. Don't complain and blame. Winners take responsibility. Losers point fingers. It's as simple as that. We all know someone who has a PhD in excuse-making. You ask them why they're late? Traffic was terrible. Ask them why they missed the deadline? My computer crashed. Ask them why they're not in shape? The gym is too far, healthy food is too expensive, and my metabolism is slow. Somehow it's never their fault. Now let's flip the script. Imagine 2 people wake up late for work. The first one says, "I can't believe my alarm didn't go off. This cheap phone is useless. My boss is going to be so unfair about this." The second one, "I should have gone to bed earlier. I'll set 2 alarms next time." Who earns more respect? The one who owns their actions. Successful people understand this. Life happens, but excuses don't change the outcome. Complaining doesn't fix problems, it just drains energy and annoys everyone around you. People respect those who acknowledge mistakes, learn from them, and move forward. So next time something goes wrong, ask yourself, am I making excuses or am I making progress? One earns respect, the other loses it. 3. Don't gossip and tear others down. Nothing destroys respect faster than gossip. The moment people hear you talking negatively about someone else, they wonder, what do they say about me? Just like that, trust is gone. Gossip might feel harmless, but it poisons the atmosphere. And those who gossip, they're rarely the ones actually doing anything great. Imagine 2 co-workers, John and Mike. John spends lunch breaks complaining about others. Mike talks about ideas and solutions. Who earns more respect? Easy answer. How you talk about others says more about you than them. If you uplift others, avoid drama, and focus on solutions, respect will follow. Here's the rule. If they're not in the room to defend themselves, don't say it. Respected people talk about ideas, not people. Before we continue, if you find the content interesting, please subscribe to the Mature Soul channel so you don't miss the next videos on personal development. You will find content that inspires you to challenge and change the way you look at life. And now, let's go back. 4. Don't chase approval. The quickest way to lose respect? Trying to please everyone. No matter what you do, someone will always have an opinion. If you constantly change yourself to fit in, people won't respect you. They'll see you as weak and easily influenced. Think about someone who agrees with everyone just to avoid conflict. At first they seem friendly, but over time, people stop taking them seriously. Why? Because they lack conviction. Now look at the most respected people, leaders, innovators, and visionaries. They don't follow the crowd. They stand firm in their beliefs. Ironically, the moment you stop needing approval is when people start respecting you more. This doesn't mean ignoring feedback. Growth is important, but there's a difference between evolving and shape-shifting to gain approval. One leads to strength, the other to weakness. At the end of the day, respect comes from being authentic, having values and standing by them, even when it's unpopular. 5. Don't make excuses. Excuses are easy. Growth is hard. But if you want respect, you must own your results. Nobody admires someone who constantly blames circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their failures. Imagine two people set a goal to lose weight. Person A skips workouts and eats junk but says, "It's just my genetics. My job is stressful." Person B also has challenges but says, "I need to wake up earlier. I'll plan my meals better." Who do you respect more? Excuses may feel good in the moment, but they steal your power in the long run. Every time you blame something outside yourself, you're saying, "I have no control over my life." And if you don't have control, how can you earn respect? The most respected people take full responsibility for their actions and future. Instead of saying, "I can't," because they ask, "How can I?" That mindset changes everything. Drop the excuses. Take ownership. When people see you're accountable, respect follows. 6. Don't quit on yourself. Nothing earns respect like perseverance. Life will test you. Setbacks, failures, and tough times are guaranteed. But quitting ensures failure. Those who keep going, despite obstacles, are the ones who inspire others and earn respect. Think about every great success story: Edison, Oprah, Steve Jobs, J.K. Rowling. They all failed, sometimes spectacularly, but they didn't stop. They adjusted, learned, and pushed forward. Now imagine if they had quit. No one would even know their names. Now apply that to your own life. Say you start a business and it struggles. If you quit at the first challenge, people will see you as someone who gives up when things get tough. But if you keep going, learning, adapting, improving, people will respect your determination even before you succeed. Perseverance isn't just about big wins. It's about small battles too. Sticking to your word, showing up when it's inconvenient, pushing through self-doubt. Every time you refuse to quit, you build your reputation as someone who's strong, reliable, and worthy of respect. Remember, anyone can start something. Few have the discipline to finish. If you want respect, be one of the few. Respect isn't something you can demand. It's something you earn day by day, through your actions and character. It's not about trying to impress people or seeking approval. It's about being reliable, responsible, and resilient. If you want people to respect you forever, focus less on what you do and more on what you refuse to do. Don't break your word. Don't complain. Don't tear others down. Don't seek validation. Don't make excuses. And most importantly, don't quit on yourself. Master these 6 principles and you won't have to chase respect. It will follow you naturally. Thank you, and remember to subscribe to the channel to watch the next video. Goodbye.